received a call from an unknown number. When I picked up, I said, "Hello? Who is this?" And I heard sobs from the other side. It was my mom. She said they were sorry and wanted to meet me. I asked why, and my mom said my family had found the truth about everything, but this was a matter to be discussed personally. I told my mom that when or if I felt ready to meet them, I would call her, but I didn't want to be contacted by anyone until or unless I said something back. She told me she understood and that she missed me. We said our goodbyes, but to be honest, I still don't know what I should do. Update 1. A few people have asked me for an update, so here it is. I arrived at my parents' on Saturday morning. I rang the doorbell, and my mom opened it. She started crying and hugged me. It was a bit awkward for me. My dad gave me a handshake, and I got in. My mom started trying to make small talk. She asked me how I was. She then commented that I looked much better and that I had lost weight. I replied, "When you're depressed, you forget to eat." I then asked how they found out. My mom said that Jack had been drinking and got into an argument with Sarah, then he slipped up on something about the proof he had of me cheating. Sarah caught on to it and pressed him for more details, eventually leading him to confess. Sarah and my daughters wanted to contact me, but my mom said it would be better if she just contacted me. I started laughing. My dad was a little mad and asked me, "What's so funny?" I said that my brother probably spent years trying to separate me and Sarah and ended up ruining it all by himself. All he had to do was be quiet, and he could continue with his beautiful life. I then asked my parents if they could imagine how our lives would be if they and Sarah hadn't tried to convince me to forgive my brother after he tried to convince Sarah to run away with him. My dad started crying. It was the first time in my 45 years of life that I had seen my old man cry. He started apologizing, saying he was an awful father but that he, my mom, Sarah, and my daughters were all sorry. I was able not to cry, and I told them that I would love to reconcile, but it would take time. My mom asked me if she could give the green light to Sarah to contact me. I said yes. They then asked more about my life, as they wanted to know how I was doing. Overall, it was better than I expected. The next day, Sarah sent me a message and asked me if she could call me. I replied a few hours later that she could. Not even 5 minutes later, she called me. She asked me how I was. I told her that given the circumstances, I could be worse. I asked how she and our daughters were. She said that they were not so good. After my brother confessed, Sarah and my daughters felt remorseful and kicked my brother out. I asked Sarah a few questions. Why did she marry Jack so quickly and how come she didn't believe me? She started crying. She said that during and after our divorce, my brother had been her rock. Sarah said that they eventually started dating, and they got married because, and I was shocked to hear this, she got pregnant. I was a bit taken aback when I heard it. I asked if she could repeat it, and she did. I told her that I needed time. I warned that the chances of us getting back together were not looking good, and I didn't want her to have false hopes. She cried a bit more, but said she understood. She ended the conversation with an "I love you." I just said goodbye. Update 2. My mom was the bridge of communication between me and my daughters. I messaged her that I wanted to meet my daughters in a public place, and she recommended a park, and we met yesterday.